All right, so this is a more detailed explanation about how to use the paint bucket tool in Photopea. So here we have the boat that we were using for our project earlier, right? I'm going to zoom in on the base of the boat because that's what we want to fill. So the first thing I'm going to do in order to use the paint bucket tool is hold on this lasso select tool and go down to magnetic lasso select. Then I'm going to click around the outside edges of the base of the boat, which we want to fill. And the magnetic lasso is going to stick to these lines, which is exactly what we want. That's great. So as we go around the outside of the boat, we're clicking, and you can see there's a little square appearing everywhere we click. If we wanted to drag those squares around later, we could, but so once we get all the way back to the end, we're going to click on the first square and it's going to close it. You can see all those little squares disappeared, so now our selection has been made. Next, I'm going to make sure I'm on the boat color layer, not the boat layer. Excuse me. This is just an example document. I didn't pull up our actual project, so I just had to make this new layer, but we want to make sure we're on there. And then to select our paint bucket tool, we're going to click and hold on the gradient tool, and you'll see paint bucket tool pops up. So we want to click on paint bucket tool there. We want to pick a color that we want our paint bucket to be. And then with our color and our paint bucket tool selected, if we click inside the selection, it'll fill. So the steps we went through, we got the magnetic lasso tool and we went around the outline of where we wanted to fill. Then we, under the gradient tool, found the paint bucket tool. We chose what color we wanted it to be, and then we clicked inside the lines. And doing all that, we made sure we were on the bottom color layer, because if we were just on the normal boat layer, it would look like this. It would be on top of our lines, which isn't what we want. So you want to make sure you're on the boat color layer, which is underneath. I hope this helps with a more detailed explanation of how to use the paint bucket tool. Feel free to go back and pause and look through where I'm clicking, all that stuff, or let me know if you have any more questions.